Good evening. If you're tuning in for the big Polish Independence Day celebration show, I have some disappointing news. You see, it was pointed out to me yesterday by someone who emailed the show that today is Veterans Day. Now, much as I, appreciate Poland and all its Polishness, and I've enjoyed your sausage and cabbage-related products for many years, I'm afraid in the United States of America, Veterans Day kind of trumps Polish Independence Day. So, first of all, I would like to say, Happy Veterans Day. Thank you to all our brave men and women in the military, past and present, for your work and your service. Thank you, Poland. Thank you, Polish veterans. And we've got an extra flag. Now, let me just say that normally in television shows, they have a team of staff or a staff of team. They have people who work there, people who are, probably went to college or are trying to work their way through college or in some way, anyway, they can read is what I'm saying. And these people, what their job is to do in these, perhaps maybe a late night show or something they work, their job is to keep the host informed of any potentially embarrassing mistakes that he or she may make in the course of a television season. For example, forgetting to tell the host that it was Veterans Day! And allowing him to shamelessly promote Polish Independence Day, which is not a bad day in and of itself, of course, but... Anyway, look, if you're tuning in and you're a veteran and you're a little upset at me and you're a little angry, please, don't be angry at me, be angry at him. And know that if anybody out there is having a bad day, it's nowhere near as bad a day as he's had. Or the other people here that should have been keeping an eye out for this. I say that like I have some kind of power around here. I don't. I can't even get the roof fixed, so I don't know. You know why? It's true. Do you know why we shoot the show in California? It doesn't rain much. Well, it don't rain much in California. Why does it need a roof? Go on, Scotty man. Do your cheeky monkey show without a roof. You don't need a roof. Well, can I please have some lighting? What do you need lighting for? People won't understand you with all your accent if we light it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ferguson.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Please sit down, relax, and may I say, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you from that completely spontaneous show of emotion, which is in no way engineered by some kind of professional hack in order for me to look like I'm a proper TV late-night guy. But I'm not. But I'm free. Please, don't applaud my cheapness. I've got other crap I need help with. It's a great day for America, everybody. You know, as I mentioned earlier, or I will mention earlier, as I mentioned earlier, Veterans Day. Thank you, veterans. Hey, did you watch the Country Music Awards earlier tonight? I watched, because we're live, so I watched them before we came out. Oh, they were great. It was fantastic. I loved, did you see? Congratulations, guy in the cowboy hat. You did great. Do you know what happened on CNN tonight? It's just happened. I swear this is true. Lou Dobbs. You know Lou Dobbs, right? Neither do I. But, no, Lou Dobbs just announced on his show that after his show, he's leaving. That's it. That night. He's leaving the show and he's going off to, I think, run for office. He's leaving the show. So I would like to announce after tonight's show, I am leaving. But I will be back tomorrow to do another show. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's just not even. Listen, Bernie Madoff. Do you remember Bernie Madoff? You know Bernie Madoff takes your money, runs away. Yes. Well, he's still in prison, which is good news. And his personal items are being auctioned off today. His collectible Mets jacket is going for $500. His watch going for $8,000. His ass going for 4 cartons of cigarettes. There's your late-night joke right there! Thank you, guys in the band. You're the man, Craig. No, you're... Don't take a shot at the band. You can just hear them. The band. Da-da-da-da-da. You're the man, Craig. Thanks, guys in the band. Don't worry. Have you seen the cover of the Rolling Stone magazine? That Bono and Bruce Springsteen and Mick Jagger are all on the cover together. Ah. And it's not because they're making music together, it's because they've all got together to get the early bird special at Denny's. Doesn't make any sense. I still haven't found. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Pancakes. Anyway, there's some very important news tonight. Very important news. I can't be mucking around with jokes. There's news. Finally, after a long year of campaigning, the winners were announced today for the Toy Hall of Fame. Shut up! It's a real place. The Toy Hall of Fame, not to be confused with the Sex Toy Hall of Fame, which you can find downstairs in the Clinton Library. No, I'm talking about the Toy... The Toy Hall of Fame is a real place. It's in Rochester, New York. It was built 11 years... Please, save your enthusiasm. It was built 11 years ago to recognize, this is true, to recognize the toys that have changed our lives. This is a real place. The 2009 inductees, I'm not kidding you, there's 3. The Big Wheel, the Game Boy, and the Ball. Wait, the Ball! They've had a Toy Hall of Fame for 11 years and the Ball just made it? Shouldn't the Ball just be in at the beginning? The Ball should be right at the very beginning with the stick and boogers right there. When I was a kid, I loved my ball. I Didn't know what to do with my ball at first. So I handled it gently, but as I got older, I learned how to play with 2 balls at once. Sometimes I'd even play with balls that weren't mine. I'm creeping myself out now. Anyway, over the years, of course, the Toy Hall of Fame has made some controversial decisions. Who can forget the Raggedy Ann scandal of 2002? You know the Raggedy Ann? We have a picture of Raggedy Ann. There she is. That's Raggedy Ann, right? She got into the Hall of Fame in 2002, but her husband, Raggedy Andy, didn't get in until 2007. Ooh is right, professional audience member, because that must have been a very awkward 5 years round the Raggedy house. Andy be all, just because you're in the Hall of Fame doesn't make you any more raggedy than me, bitch. Do we have a picture of Raggedy Andy? Oh, come on! Come on! Not that off. It's Andy Dick. He's not raggedy. A little cracky, but no. Anyway, I'm reading about the Toy Hall of Fame today, right? And you know what's not in there? The rubber duck. Thank you! Thank you, people who are trying to get careers as actors in Hollywood. The rubber duck! This is an outrage! By the way, the rubber duck, the phrase rubber duck is actually Cockney rhyming slang. It is, rubber duck. It's rhyming slang for something naughty. All right, laugh. Fancy a rubber duck? You're like, you can't mean that. He can mean that. Anyway, there's a lot of different halls of fame. So that's what I'm saying. No, not all the same. There's the Baseball Hall of Fame, which is in Cooperstown, New York. That's a big, lovely museum. It's fantastic. And then you get the Hockey Hall of Fame, which is in a basement in an office building in Toronto. And I'm thinking, does hockey really need a whole basement? What's in there? Mullets and broken teeth. By the way, mullets and broken teeth were the big winners at the Country Music Awards tonight. Congratulations, mullets and broken teeth. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. I'm sorry to be scratching my foot, but it was itching. You know when they say you got when you have itchy feet, that means you're gonna travel. That's what I heard. Itchy feet means you're gonna travel. Itchy nose means you're going to be angry. Itchy hand means you're gonna get money. Itchy groin UTI. Sorry, what does itchy throat mean? Oh, yes. New producer. I'm kidding. See? When did I become the man? I'm not capable of hiring and firing round here. If I was capable of hiring and firing round here, there'd be some changes made. What do you make of Lou Dobbs, though, huh? Like, leaving the show that night. I know. I'm like, I wonder, when I leave this show, I wonder if I'll do it just like that. Just like, so long, suckers, and just run out. I might. But, you know, I'd be afraid to do it, because I don't... what are you going to do for money? No, I need this job. Oh, dude, laugh at my predicament, you bastard. I do. I also like it. This is a good job. I mean, look, you know, I always said when I was a kid, you know, I was in the punk rocks and everything. I was like, no way you'll get me behind a desk wearing a suit. Look at me. A middle-aged white dude wearing a tie. Thinking about food. Thinking about, what'll I have for dinner when I'm done? And also thinking, maybe I'll get that Tommy Bahama shirt. Maybe I'll get it. Maybe I'll wear it outside of my pants, and then no one will know that I'm putting on a little weight. Because no one can tell. As long as you wear your shirt outside your pants, no one can tell you're putting on weight. This awkward pause brought to you by... I got my new contact lenses and I'm wearing them. And, can you tell? I had my eyes laser beamed about 10 years ago. You know when they do the laser beam things? I had it done about 10 years ago. You know, when I was on the Drew Carey show, I had a bit of money then. And... I've been divorced since then. But the laser beams wear off, and then you have to put... I had to put contact lenses back in my eye. They've changed contact lenses. I don't know if you've noticed over the years. They're completely different technology they used to be. I really don't get anything to say. I'm just punishing him because he wants to go to a commercial break. And this is the only power that I have. You just put a thing on the camera that says, "We'll be right back," but I'm going to ignore it. Yeah, maybe we'll be right back. Maybe we'll just stay right here. Yeah. To the big sometime before Thanksgiving show. Well, we're all very excited because it seems to be near to Thanksgiving. What the hell was that? Whoa! It's former President George W. Bush, everybody! Please, sir.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, very nice to see you, sir. Please, take a seat. I unexpected to see you here.
Well, a lot of things that people expect me to do is not what I do, like president. So
What were you doing? Why are you in Los Angeles? And on this run-up to Thanksgiving night?
I'm getting a head start on my Easter shopping.
I was just about to do the emails. I can't... would you...
I understand what an email is.
All right.
It's a mail that the post office sends to the computers. I know that. I'm not stupid.
Still got it. Still got it. All right.
I appreciate that.
All right. Listen, we're doing some emails. This is from Maria in Cincinnati, Ohio.
I bet she voted for me, and I thank her for her service.
All right, Maria says, "Dear Craig, we get very confused watching the news. Are we supposed to be more worried about the North Koreans, the Iranians, or the terrorists in Afghanistan?" Well, that's actually a perfect question for you. What do you think?
I do get confused watching the news.
Yeah. Any ideas? Who's the most worried? North Koreans, Iranians, or the terrorists in Afghanistan?
Well, it depends on whether I started out in Australia or whether I started out in South America playing Risk. But you always want to go to Irkutsk, Kamchatka. I wouldn't trust an Irani more than I would trust an Irani.
I think that's cleared it up. I hope that's helped you there, Maria. This is from Carolyn in Thousand Oaks, California. This is actually...
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, it's a Thousand Oaks. There's not actually a Thousand Oaks there. In fact, I've been there. There's not even one.
Well, I'm making sure that if there are any left, we're going to smoke them out.
Carolyn says it's 90 degrees here today in Southern California. Do you think that's because of global warming? What do you think? You think the global warming's real, sir? Do you think that's...
Well, if the global warming is real, it's the thing is, I know you don't know that here in L.A. with you don't got seasons, but the globe will warm, but then it cools back off again when the Earth moves away from the sun. And God keeps rolling the Earth forward and backward against the sun, and that's how time moves forward.
Take that, Stephen Hawking, you loser.
Yeah.
All right.
Learn to walk before you try
Hey!
Kenny,
You had them there for a minute, but you lost them again.
just like my
Yeah,
presidency.
it's like the presidency. All right. This is not worth reading. This is from
What was that excerpt from my book?
No. Are you writing a book?
Well, you could say that. I'm gonna go ahead and say that.
All right, why not? This is from Charlie in Crystal City in Va. What does Va stand for? Virginia.
I thought it was something dirty.
Yeah. This is, says, would you ever host, it's to me, it says, would you ever host the Washington Correspondents' Dinner again if they asked you? I did it. Remember I did that? You were there.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah. Remember that? Remember what we were talking about backstage? Do you remember that?
Oh, sure. We were talking about swapping skillets and...
Swapping skillets?
Yeah, frying up a bacon sausage.
It's like we were back there right now.
Sometimes the past has a funny way of being in the future.
Take that, Stephen Hawking. Stop it! This is from Fabian. Stop that, I really... Knock it off. That's unacceptable. This is from Fabian in Freiburg in Germany. Freebird?
Well, you said it. I don't have to shout it.
Yeah. All right, Freebird.
Freebird!
All right. Fabian says, hi, Craig. I want to provoke a bar fight. I think you used to be a bouncer. Do you have any suggestions for this upcoming brawl? A good way to provoke a bar fight, sir. What do you think?
Well, you're going to want to make it sound like they've got yellow cake and they're eating it too. You're going to want to get some people to go in and find out that they don't hate you, but when they come back and tell you they don't hate you, you're going to turn to everybody and go like, no, they hate us over there. We're going to have to clobber the dickens out of them. And then you go in with 2 fists blazing.
Get all your friends to come with you, too.
Oh, get
all your friends to come with you, too.
I heard what she said, but you're whispering it like it's an intelligence secret. You got to get all your friends to come in with you, I guess. You got to get your friends
Don't say it out loud. It's an intelligence secret. All right, here's one. This is from Carmen in Singapore. Aha! Singapore, the road to Singapore with Bing and Bob and Dorothy Lamour, one of the great movie classics.
Well, I just like Old Yeller. I'm sorry that she's Singapore, but if she keeps singing, maybe she'll be singer-rich. I am a motivational speaker now.
You should write for this show, really, you should. All right, Carmen says, hi, Craig. Whenever I walk past the cute guy on my block, I stare at him and he stares back. Uh-oh. Should I say hi or wait for him to say hi? Now, that's an interesting question.
Yeah,
Who makes the first move?
I think she just asked her own question.
There's no arguing with that. That's true.
When the Lord puts somebody from the opposite party in front of you, it's your job to go out there and grab them whether they like it or not. So I say she should grab the bull by the tail and hold on for dear holler.
I think we all learned something there. I'm not sure what it is, but we have to go. Former President George W. Bush, everybody. We'll be right back. Thanks, guys in the band. My first guest today is an Oscar-nominated actor and director. Actor and director. So he's beautiful and clever. His latest film, Pirate Radio, is in theatres on November the 13th. Please welcome Kenneth Branagh, everybody. Kenneth Branagh.
Hello, this is a very nice audience. Thank you. That is a lovely welcome. I appreciate it. I just want to say thank you. I wasn't ignoring you.
No, it's fine. I think it's nice that you thank the audience. They're paid well, though, for their...
Very good. I went round each one of them. There's a $10 bill's done very good work tonight.
Yeah, no, they do good work. They're going to be fine. I like your sweater.
You're very. It's a bit of an electric blue.
It's
is it
very,
too
very.
much?
No, it's good. It
matches
pops
your eyes.
No, matches your eyes. Matches your eyes.
No, really. No,
matches your eyes.
No, really. No. Are you really wearing contact lenses?
Yeah, I'm
really. And are they hard or soft? It's a legitimate question.
And I am about to answer it.
Okay. I'd like to thank you.
One hard, one soft. Both soft.
Truly? They're both soft.
Yeah, they're soft.
Are they disposable? You throw them away at the end?
Yeah, you throw them away after a month. You put them in for a month, but you take them out at night, and then after a month you throw them away and put in new ones.
Okay.
Would you have contact lenses?
No, I've started to wear glasses, and I'm just a bit of a... You had laser beam things?
Laser beams, yeah, laser beams, right in my eyes.
I'm very sensitive. Now, I mean, it's a silly question, but you have to... I'm sorry to be so sort of stupid about it, but you have to keep your eyes open, obviously. Yes,
it's like well, you know that thing you do, that whole acting thing?
Yeah.
Well, you know that whole staying still and pointing your eyes in the right direction? You only have to do it.
Sounds weird.
No. I've seen you do it in films.
Oh, thank you.
Hamlet, you stayed still and pointed your eyes in directions many times over.
Well, I tried my best.
Right. So,
but is something doing it like?
Yeah, it's like Clockwork Orange. So they put that clamp on your eye.
Oh, and there's that Mel Gibson film. Patrick Stewart does it to torture Mel Gibson.
That's right. And then the guy comes in and he pokes you in the eye with his finger. Not because he has to, just because he's a bastard.
All right, okay.
And then...
Were you good about that? Did you have no fear about that going in? I mean,
it just
terrified. It makes everything...
No, they don't touch you down there.
No, but it just...
Well, they will, but you have to pay extra.
Yeah, that's good. You've got a number? It doesn't matter.
No. I think you enjoy it. You can combine it with a Thai massage.
Well, thank you very much. Well, OK, I'll definitely take the card. But, I admire you. I admire you, because I think that's
for the eye thing?
For the eye thing, yeah. I think it's squeamish.
Well, are you generally a squeamish person?
Well, when you have to take blood for a medical or whatever, do you look? Are you happy
I can't give blood.
You can't give blood?
No, I had malaria.
Oh, crikey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you ever had malaria?
No, I haven't.
So you don't know if I'm lying then?
No. You're confusing me. Have you had blood? Have you had malaria?
Have you had malaria?
No, I haven't had malaria. No, not yet.
I put you did have malaria. No, all right then.
No, I'm getting better at the squeamish thing, but I do admire people who are very good about all that stuff.
Do you get flu shots at flu season?
No.
You're living on the edge.
They call me crazy. But I take lots of vitamin C and things that I can swallow easily. These are genuine questions.
I know. Kenneth, I feel your pain. Every time I say something in my accent, they think I'm being filthy. I'm just trying to impart some information. And everybody... Do you notice that people think if you have any kind of European accent, British, English, Scottish, French, anything, everybody thinks you're talking about sex all the time when you're in America?
I'm beginning to feel that.
Right.
But if you'll pardon the expression. But no, I hadn't. But I'm going to keep a weather eye out for it right from this point on. Whatever I mean by that.
Now, just tell me about the film.
The film is called Pirate Radio. It was written and directed by the brilliant Richard Curtis.
I know Richard Curtis.
He's a smashing fellow, isn't he?
He wears glasses.
He does wear glasses. Yeah. I mean, an absolute coward when it comes to laser stuff.
Yeah, no,
he's feeble. He's weak.
He's very, very good writer and director, but when it comes to putting contact lenses in, he's useless.
He's scaredy boy, scaredy boy. All he can do is write brilliant films and direct brilliantly. That's all, but that's all.
Where's that going to get you in the eye doctors?
Well, yeah, exactly. Not very far.
Yeah.
But it's called Pirate Radio. It's about a time that you'll know all about in around 1967 when the UK government were trying to suppress popular music, rock and pop music being played by disc jockeys who broadcast illegally from the North Sea on ships.
Radio Caroline, I seem to remember.
Radio Caroline was one of them that
right.
featured an American DJ called Emperor Roscoe.
I remember Emperor. He went on to be on Radio 1 after that,
That's right,
he?
yeah. It was, I mean, it sounds sort of weird, but it was a point in England where everything was sort of breaking up. You know, people wearing suits and ties and having their hair very short were met by seeing the Beatles on television and the kind of cultural revolution expanding, and there was fashion in London was leading the world.
All that stuff.
All that stuff. Yes.
Have you ever taken LSD?
I haven't. Anyway, to get on with the film, no, I haven't. No, I haven't taken LSD.
You have.
I haven't taken LSD. No.
All right, not tonight.
No, I haven't. Not tonight. No, I haven't. I haven't taken LSD.
What have you taken then?
The thought is alarming. I've taken a long time to come to a mature position about such things. That's what I've taken.
I see.
No, I haven't taken anything. That wasn't my nose growing. Meanwhile, back at this film, which is very funny.
Yeah, the Emperor Roscoe, who was the... Now, this is before DJs were kind of... That's when they used to talk. Nowadays, they wear their hat sideways and go... But then they used to be, now here comes a record and everything. No.
They were, and also it was a kind of conduit to America. It was the pirate radio stations were unleashing, you know, the British sound and lots of American music. It felt. I was a kid. I was 7 years old in '67. That some kind of extraordinary energy was being unleashed, and it was the kind of thing you used to listen to on a very small transistor radio with a tiny little earpiece late at night, you know, and you'd hold it up and try and retune it. Terrible signal because they were broadcasting from the North Sea, and the government and the character I play in the film, Dormandy, is a minister, and there was such a minister literally trying to pass an act of legislation to stop people listening to the radio.
Where is that guy now when the Jonas Brothers are around? That's what I asked myself.
Well, I mean...
Hey, you get your money, shut up! Don't mind them. No, now, what kind of music were you listening to then when you were young?
Well, I was very aware of the Beatles as the world was, and so that was they sort of led the charge for me. But the Rolling Stones, and then lots of brilliant. There was the whole series of groups from Liverpool that followed the Beatles.
Jerry and the Pacemakers.
Jerry and the Pacemakers. Freddie and the Dreamers.
Oh yeah, Freddie and the Dreamers with Freddie Garrity. He wore glasses.
He wore glasses.
He was famous for wearing glasses
and very, very curly hair. Yeah. And
he used to sing a song and then put his finger through his glasses to show that there was no glass in his glasses. That was kind of his trick.
Okay.
You don't remember that, do you?
I don't. That must have been very funny.
Funny enough for this show, certainly. Put that in. Tomorrow night I'll do something with my glasses.
I think I do remember that. But the film has wonderful music, and Richard Curtis has such... One of the things that he really taps into in his films is it's such good-hearted pleasure. There is such...
He writes such good films,
He does. Yeah. He really has. He's a smart man. He's a really exceptional artist. He's a good man. He's just sort of politically active in all the right kind of ways. But in his movies, he's... But he does...
I should point out to an American audience, he does have red hair.
Well, I suppose, without suggesting for a second that he's getting on a bit, it's a little. I would say it's a sensational, silvery fox kind of look. Ooh. With a little bit of blonde in it. Oh. Still highly sexy and gorgeous and movie starish. Not exactly red at the moment.
I wonder if this silver fox has travelled all over his body, or if parts of him still remain. Hey, have you ever neared yourself?
I beg your pardon?
Near. It's this amazing stuff you put on your body. It's like a cream. You put it on your body and you wait a couple of minutes, then you wipe it off and it takes all the hair off your body. It's awesome.
Is this a real product?
It's a real thing,
Is
isn't
real
it?
product? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I grew up on something that ladies used, which my mother used, which was called Imac. Imac was something that if there was...
I thought she was married to David Bowie.
Well, and she may well have developed this. I believe if there are challenges for the lady in the upper lip department,
right,
or in other parts, that Imac was a kind of version of a kind of waxing thing where you took it and there was a strip and you pulled it off.
No. This stuff is... No, we've moved on from that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
a Stone Age.
Yeah, no, that's old school.
Okay.
No,
already.
Nowadays you get this stuff in a can.
How does it come? In what way do you apply the which you speak?
Right, well, you get this can and you squirt it onto your hirsute area,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And then wait a couple of minutes and wipe it off with a towel, and on the towel will be all the hair on that area.
Is it
pain-free?
Literally, you wipe it off with a towel?
Yes.
Is there some chemical process that hurts?
Probably. It's probably dangerous.
No, I hear a very strong no from a big-time Nair user out there.
It's fascinating to me. I once did it with my whole body. I shaved my entire body. I did completely everything. I looked like a giant baby. It was awesome.
Oh, did Lady Ferguson approve of this?
Yeah, this was pre-Lady Ferguson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't be allowed to do stuff like that now. Are you kidding me?
She prefers roughy-tufty, Craig?
Well, she likes
uneven
something
surfaces?
a little more bearish.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, this film sounds excellent, I have to say.
This film is excellent. I'm gonna shamelessly say that Philip Seymour Hoffman is marvellous in it.
Red hair.
Yeah, a wonderful actor, as you know, a marvellous actor. Bill Nighy.
Very funny. Yes, I love Bill Nighy.
Excellent. Also, Reese Fans, marvellous actor from Notting Hill. Tall and terrific. Nick Frost, marvellous British comedy actor. And a bunch of January Jones from here, wonderful and beautiful, talented actress from here. And she's in it. It's a wash. It's a wash with people. Is she in the audience?
No, I've heard that name, though. Who's she's on Mad Men.
Yeah.
I've never seen that show.
Treat ahead for you.
Is it a good show? I've never
very
seen
much so.
Everybody loves it. It always wins Emmys and everything, and I'm like, I don't have cable, so I can't see it.
Well, we could get you a tape or something.
By we, do you mean the British government?
The British government. I'm prepared to...
We could get you a tape of this
We could get you a tape, Ferguson. If you want to see Mad Men, we can get you an entire
Have
box
you heard
set.
of video recorders? We do have a couple left. Since the Soviets fell, we have no need for them.
I'll tell you, there's a stockpile. Your name's on one of them.
Yeah, I'd love that. Video recorder. I'm moving into the late 19th century.
Excellent.
Kenneth, it's always a pleasure to see you, and I really want to comment again on your sweater, which is just fabulous.
Well, I think you're saying that. I think it's laced with irony.
No. I like it. I genuinely like
Okay.
it. I'm not clever enough to lace things with irony.
I don't know. I think you're both clever enough, and I think you're a beautiful lacer.
Kenneth Branagh, everybody. I concede.
What did we learn on the show tonight, Greg?
My apologies to the Swell season, who were the band that was scheduled to appear tonight. Unfortunately, Kenneth Branagh's sweater made my eyes pop, and I completely... Anyway, they'll be back soon. Now, I would just like to announce that after the show tonight, I am leaving. And I will come back tomorrow. And after the show tomorrow night, I am leaving. And so on. With the exception of Saturday and Sunday, which is my days off. I would also, in all sincerity, like to thank all the military personnel, past and present, for the work that you do. Happy Veterans Day. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Good night.